Kilo 4, Golf Victor.
Kilo 4, Golf Victor, you're 5'9" and Delta Alpha Romeo.
The QSO, thank you, another man, 5'9", Maryland.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I really enjoy talking to groups about North Carolina QSO Party. As Ken said, I'm Marty W4MY. I'm the chairman of the North Carolina QSO Party Committee. We consist of 7 members. And Mark is a member, by the way. Mark is the logs manager. Mark is actually the one that's going to that takes your log and analyzes the log, et cetera, and gets the statistics together. Who here is, I was here last year, I see a couple new faces. Who here is not familiar with the NCQSO Party? Let's give me an idea about how, this is a good many. This is very good. The NCQSO Party is an operating event. It's one where you get on the HF on any of the bands between 80 and 2 meters. But basically, everybody in the world is going to be looking to talk to someone in North Carolina. We are the belle of the ball. So what that means is you have to get out there and turn on the radio, get out there and operate, and call CQ North Carolina QSO Party, and people call you, and then you log them in your log. And that's basically the essence of it. And there's lots of strategies. It's kind of a contest, sort of not a contest, social event, clubs, etc. It's what you make it. And I got to tell you, the Southwick group, by sponsoring the award, which I would appreciate, thank you very much for sponsoring that award. I didn't realize I was going to get in on the actual approval of it and everything. But thank you very much. That goes towards an award that goes to one of the winners of the contest. There are 13 or some odd different categories, and I'll go over that in just a minute, but just give you the overview. The winners, we send them this nice trophy, so thank you again very much for that.
Actually, that was the first one that went overseas, was their trophy.
That's right, that's right. It's exactly right. We added a DX category last year. You guys sponsored it last year, and so your trophy right now is sitting somewhere in Europe.
Germany.
So we can call us an international
So
club.
you are an international club. Congratulations. So what happens is you get on March the 1st on Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's when it starts. And you go and you operate continuously from 10 in the morning to 8 at night. Now you don't sit on your radio and stare at the radio continuously. You do whatever you like. Basically that's the duration of the event. And by the way, it is allowed to spot, so you were okay, you were legal.
Well, I didn't want you to disqualify.
No.
Like
spotting and word of mouth nets are all legal in NCQSO parties. In other contests, they're not. See, or in some circumstances. But in QSO parties are different. QSO parties are laid back. We want people to know that you're there. And however you can get them to know they're there is fine with us. That's the whole idea. A little bit about the NCQSO Party. It was started in 1970 by RARS, which I'm a member of RARS. RARS, by the way, is a sponsor of the NCQSO Party right now. And y'all go to RARS Fest. RARS is a very big club up in the other Wake County club. You'd be careful, I guess, but they do that. Alamance took it for a little while. Dwayne Ayers, who is our awards manager, was the chairman for a number of years back in the 90s. He's back now. And Forsyth took it over, if you know about that, from 2002 to 2012. Henry Heidman, W2DZO, and the group over in Forsyth had it for a little while, and they grew it up. And they basically created the NCQSO Party event as we know today. And in 2013, we took it, and like I said, we have a committee of 7 on there. And the committee of 7, we make up the rules. I'm basically the PR guy and the umpire, and I'm in charge of the rules. So if you have any beef about the rules, talk to me about it. If you have a problem with your log, you talk to Mark about it. Okay. Interestingly enough, the first event was held November 7th through 9th, 1970, and that was won by Bill McDowell. Does anybody know Bill McDowell? He lives in North Wake County. He lives in North Raleigh today. He's a big DXer. He's on the honor roll. He's really a great guy. Well, that's him in 1970, and he won it with 345 QSOs. To give you an idea about the perspective, the winners now typically make anywhere from 800 to 1,000 QSOs today. But back in 1970, 345 was the winner. Interestingly enough, we've incorporated Bill into the bonus program. I'll go over the bonuses in just a minute. But basically, this year, if you work Bill, you're going to get extra points. These are the committee members, as I mentioned before, myself, Paul Stroud, AA4XX, you might know, he's a big QRPer. This is his last year. He has resigned as of 2015. He's done a great job. He's the one that got the log structure all going. Andy Peterson, AA9P. You may not know Andy. Andy is the guy, we call him the logbot master. He basically is the one that custom wrote our software for our receiving the logs. When you go on the website and you submit your log, Andy did all of that stuff. And we have this 8th committee member, he's called Logbot. And he's kind of funny. He doesn't exist, it's not a real person, of course, but it is a robot that takes care and processes the logs. And it's absolutely amazing what Andy has done. I said, Andy, he's not allowed to resign from the QSO Party, I can guarantee you. I've made that. Joanne Mars, our clubs manager, some may have talked to Joanne before. She's the one you interface with when talk about coordinating, and she's going to want to know your club activity, what kind of clubs, because we try to make NCQSO Party very club-centric. We give the clubs first dibs at sponsoring the awards. We want the clubs to participate in NCQSO Party. I'll tell you why. A lot of newcomers are here. They have no idea, probably newcomers, I've probably lost you already. I hate it if I have, I don't want to, but really, the newcomers go to the clubs first to learn what's going on. And they get the more seasoned members and they watch, and you guys get together, you operate during the QSO Party, they get the gist of what's going on, and clubs are really the growth of NCQSO Party. So you guys, make sure, everybody who wants to, that you get a newcomer involved in whatever you're doing as a club for NCQSO Party. That's really where it's at. It's very important. And Joanne is the one spearheading to make sure that we're doing things that are very conducive for clubs. Mark, of course, you met Mark. He's log manager. He's right over there. And then Bill, Dwayne Ayers, I mentioned him. He's our awards manager, but he's also our representative here for the East. In general, just make sure we have 2 non-RARS members that are members of the committee, and that will be Bill and Dwayne. And they're not, because we want to make sure we make sure we're covering all the interests for the whole state. So Bill Turner, W4WNT, is in charge of areas west, and Dwayne will be east. So we want to make sure that we don't get too zeroed in and, my 4 no more with our club. We want to make sure that we're representing all of North Carolina and not just RARS.